Hello, my precious ones! I owe you a video about my 9-day water fast. I started the fast on July 2nd. July 3rd. And July 4th, which is Independence Day in America, was a big holiday. And usually people celebrate, and what do we do for celebrations? We eat even more than we eat daily. So what happened is I'm starting to really like fasting during holidays. It makes me aware that I'm on a journey. And when I see everyone eating around me and eating the way we eat, because I'm guilty of that. I've eaten so much in my life. On holidays, I've always been, it was like green light for binging. So I love fasting during the holidays. It's very powerful. I don't know if you've ever tried it or during traveling, while I'm traveling. I love to fast. Because when people really want to eat and find the reason to eat, that's when I want to fast. Just because I don't want to go against the current, but I just see what I used to do and where I am today. It really powerfully speaks to me. So July 4th was a holiday and I was fasting. I'm going to run through all the days of the 9 days successful water fast, which it's just incredible. I'm going to tell you at the end 2 things that are amazing about this 9-day water fast that I feel they're very different than all other fasts. So every fast you fast, new things come up that are unbelievable. Okay, fasting is not for everyone. And again, I'm not recommending fasting for everybody. Do your research, consult with a doctor that specializes in fasting. There are a lot of them popping everywhere. And even clinics, water fasting clinics. So day 1, I worked like a regular day. I didn't even think about it. I was busy, trying to finish everything so that my fast goes smooth. At night, I got home around 5 p.m. I had a headache. I don't know why. Maybe because I was talking on the phone the whole day or something. But I drank water, but maybe not enough. I don't know. But I had a little headache. So the headache stayed with me the whole night. It was not a severe headache. It was a slight headache. But enough to make me realize that I need to relax, okay? Day number 2, unbelievable. It was July 4th, Independence Day. I went shopping, grocery shopping. I cooked, I grilled, I cleaned, I talked to the guests. I had like 9 guests over at my house. I did everything like a normal person. I hid it from everyone. I didn't tell anybody that I was fasting. But when the food was on the table, obviously everyone was asking, why are you not eating? And I had to disclose it to them. A lot of them took it. They know I'm like not your usual human being. They know I'm on a journey of health discovery and things. So they respect that. Some of them argued against it, of course. But everyone was loving about it and they respected it. And because I didn't make a big deal out of my fast and I didn't behave like I had no food in my stomach, it was fine with everyone. And then everybody went back to talking, and then I had some water with a little bit of lemon, and everything was fine. So as long as you behave as everything is fine, everything was fine. Let me tell you, day 2 was excellent. No hunger. In fact, more power when I saw the food and everything. I'm like, wow, what a special thing it is. A blessing to be fasting. The more I was serving my guests food, and I'm like, wow, this is like the ultimate saying no to food when you can eat it. Well, I've been eating all my life. I think I have my share of barbecues my entire life. I don't miss it. I'm so excited to be on a journey of fasting and healing. I knew I was going to eat eventually, so I wasn't missing anything. I had a booklet and I was writing down all the foods that I was going to eat in the future. So the healthy stuff that I wasn't thinking of when I'm eating, So day 2 was fantastic, crazy energy. And then at the end of the day, I had to take my guests up to the Hollywood sign. So I was hiking for like an hour, an hour in total, 30 minutes and 30 minutes. And it was fantastic. It capped the day with a nice little workout. I like to walk at least or do something when I'm fasting. And what happened is day 3, I was out. exhausted. I woke up in the morning, opened my eyes, I'm like, no, my body didn't want to get out of my where I was sleeping. So I didn't want to move. I woke up, had some water, and I just stayed there the whole day. I literally had my iPad, was listening to little music, little meditation, just going inwards. I tried to get up and do things. My body was just shut down. It didn't want to do anything. I was out and I was PMSing as well. So my body was completely, I was expecting my period. It was supposed to be that day or the next day. And that's what happened. Day 4 was the most hard day that I've had. It was very severe because of my period. I usually don't get cramps when I'm in ketosis, hard ketosis. I have to be completely, like my greens have to be down under 50 grams and I have to be completely in ketosis. I don't get cramps, but I did get cramps. I don't know why. I have a feeling it might be related to stevia, because stevia acts on your ovaries to prohibit pregnancy. It's a contraceptive. It could be, because I went back to stevia. If you didn't know it, stevia has been used for thousands of years by, I think, the Nicaraguan or the Uruguayan cultures, the Mayans, the Incas, for contraceptive purposes to stop pregnancy. It has a name in Inca. I will find the name, I'll put it below, okay? It's a different name, it's not stevia. So if you're gonna research, don't research stevia. Research the original name in Latin. I'll put it below this video. So I think it might have something to do with it. Because I had stopped stevia and I didn't want to touch stevia because I've been doing stevia for 9 years. But then I went back slowly. So it could be stevia that caused me the cramps. So my ovaries were releasing something. I had little cramps. It was hard. You know, it was a hard day. Between the tiredness and day 4 is usually very hard for me, at least. So I just relaxed. I went to the bathtub, put some water and put some salts, not Epsom salts, salt, real salt, cooking salts. And I poured in like half a pound of salt or a pound of salt. And I went in. That's the only thing that released my cramps, and it relieved my cramps. So that's that. Day 4. Day 5, I woke up like a brand new human being. I was just excited I had no cramps, so everything else didn't matter to me, that I didn't eat or that I was tired. I didn't care. I'm like, oh, thank goodness I don't have cramps. So I woke up great. Half a day was tired, but around like 2 p.m., I got this energy out of nowhere. Started I gotta do something. And I went for a hike, 2-hour hike, but slowly. 2 hours, something that I usually do in 1 hour, I did it in 2 hours. So my steps were very slow, and I was drinking a lot of water, hydrating. I put little lemon and a little pinch of salt, very little, barely, you can barely feel it. It acts as an electrolytic, so it conducts electricity more in your body when you put the little bit of lime and a little bit of salt. Salt creates those negative ions and cations, and it conducts electricity. So very, very good. I drank lots and lots of water that day. Day 6, I dare to drive, because I don't drive when I'm fasting until my body starts balancing out, because I'm afraid to drive and get dizzy or something. Day 6, I was feeling fantastic, and I'm expecting some guests after the fast. So I went grocery shopping for the kids. I had 3-4 kids coming in for 15 days. So I went grocery shopping for healthy snacks. Because everyone knows I'm on the keto diet, and I'm like, they're not going to eat sugar while they're here. So I bought some fruit. I bought healthy sugars for them. So I went shopping for 3 days in a row, day 6, day 7, day 8, because things are in different places that I wanted to shop. So those 3 days were fantastic, full of energy. I can't believe day 5, like your body switches into something completely different, out of this world. You feel like you don't need food anymore. Bizarre. So, and then those 3 days I did an enema each day. It has helped a lot, because Sometimes when things are not moving in your stomach and you haven't had a lot of fiber before fasting, you want to do your enemas. I did 3 enemas, super energized. I hiked 3 days. I was walking, working, cleaning the house. Unbelievable. Just magic. This is what makes me suspect what's going on here. I'm supposed to be dead in my bed, not moving. But when I start having these energies and clarity and sharpness and all the colors look different, people's sounds look different, my body starts, I just step into this space that's just magical. That's what makes me suspicious of food. Should we really eat every day? I don't think so. If you haven't experienced fasting, don't judge it, please. I know it's not for everybody. I know a lot of people may not be able to fast, especially those that want to go into 1 day or 2 day water fast immediately. That's not good. You can do it, but you're going to suffer a lot. Start with a few hours. I would suggest dropping dinner. That's a good way of starting fasting. Don't do dinner, just do lunch and just continue the whole day just with water. And then when you become more comfortable with that, remove lunch, on a day that you're not working out, of course. So do breakfast and just skip lunch and dinner. That's a way of fasting. Do that for a long time. Just get your body used to saying no to food. It's a truly an addiction, to be honest with you. I love food. If there is someone on the planet that loves food, it's me. I love it because I'm just a chef. I cook. I just love, I've traveled the world, I've eaten everywhere, I'm very familiar with gourmet foods and tastes and flavors. I love that. But I'm discovering something that's unbelievable, unheard of. Okay, day 9, I went grocery shopping for moi. I went and got me some bones, grass-fed bones, and I got some, what did I get? Cabbage, organic cabbage, and a couple other things, garlic and stuff. And I put everything in the slow cooker at night, very excited, so that I can break my fast the next day. And next day, on day 10, which is not a fasted day, I didn't break my fast until the afternoon, around 4 or 5. It was just wonderful. A lot of gratitude, a lot of blessings. If you had told me 3 years ago I was gonna be not eating for 9 days, I would tell you you're out of your mind. No way. Because, especially me, no. But I'm noticing that all the healing that I've been seeking through going vegan, going raw vegan, doing all that, juicing only. I did a fast for like 15 days with the juice. I came out of it so hungry. I remember once, because it was all sugar. I had fruits in it and stuff. So, veganism might work for you, fruitarianism might work for you, but you have to just go on a discovery and find out what works for you. The problem is most of us don't even dare go in there. Try everything. I would say try every diet like I did. You will see how you will find the one that works for you. And you are unique. No studies apply to you, because all those studies, they didn't have you in them included, okay? They have to do a study about you, especially you, and nobody's gonna do it, so you have to do your own studies. So with that, I tell you everything. This journey is just a magical one. I hope you guys can try it. I'm going to repeat, fasting is not for everybody. A lot of people are not going to be able to fast. A lot of people have so much toxicity that on the first day, second day, they're going to have so many violent reactions. They're going to be like, this is insane. Of course, it's not for everybody. If your body is extremely toxic, fasting is the worst thing you can do, especially if you go straight to 1 day. You can't do that. You gotta cleanse and get rid the body of things with food, with juicing, with veganism, with raw, there's a process we have to go through before we get to where we are. I am where I am today. Guess what? I'm 2 days away from starting my 11-day water fast. I am determined to get to 40 days, but I'm gonna do it the slow way, which I didn't see anyone do it the way I'm doing it. And not that I'm proud of myself, but I think you gotta be gentle to yourself. I've seen people jump into a 40-day water fast. What's gonna happen to you if you do that, or 20 days, or immediately without fasting before several times? You're gonna probably get violent reaction, or you're gonna hate fasting, end up hating fasting. You're not gonna go back to it. Fasting, I think, is going to be part of my life forever. So I just feel that we eat way too much food. And the food that we eat depletes us more than nourishes us. Especially today if you live in the United States. A tomato is supposed to grow in a long period of time with beautiful sunlight. Now we have hot houses. We have things that are speeding the process. How can the tomato get what the tomato is supposed to have in such a short period of time? How could a spinach have what it's supposed to have? All those nutritional information, the calories, it's all incorrect. Because food has changed. You're eating mainly empty stuff. Unless you grow it yourself and you got the seed from a place that's heirloom and untouched by man, which is so difficult in today's world. Everything has been modified, unfortunately. The fasting allows the body to rest, stop, and reset. And it allows every single organ in your body to start being that organ instead of being an organ that's constantly working, working so much work that it can't. It's like put somebody to work constantly 24 hours a day. They're gonna collapse eventually. That's what happens to fasting. Maybe one day is enough. Maybe 2 days is enough. For me, I know I have a lot of stuff. I shouldn't even be here. I had more injections put in my body than any child I knew when I was a kid. I had all kinds of diseases, asthma. I was vaccinated 2 or 3 times. It's just insane. When I moved to the US, I had a bunch of vaccines put into me. I didn't even read what they were. I didn't even ask questions. I was in another planet, you know? I've had so much alcohol, coffee, medication, prescription. It's just terrible. I want to get rid of all that. The only way is not by adding, it's by removing. Abstinence. And that goes for a lot of other things, not just for abstinence from food. It goes for abstinence from sex. It goes for abstinence from a lot of other things. Talking bad to others. Abstinence from being mean. From a lot of things. But we will talk about that in another video. This one is getting too long. I hope you guys enjoyed this little video here. It was from the heart. I am getting ready for my 11-day water fast. I'm 2 days away from it. I start with the moon, the new moon. I've read it somewhere and I realized it makes it so much easy. Oh, the 2 things that I've noticed. Oh, goodness, I almost forgot. The 2 things that I noticed that are bizarre and I've never experienced before are this 9-day water fast was easier than the 7-day, then 5-day, then the 3 days. Can you believe this? 9 days was easier than 3 days. I think because I was very toxic when I started my fasting journey. This year I've embarked on a few fasts. The first one was 3 days. So that one was the hardest one by far. 9 days was pretty easy. Also, your fear of fasting disappears because you know you can fast. At the beginning, you're just discovering, and am I gonna die? You know? But on 9 days, you're like kind of an expert. So that's number one. I had an easy time overall. If it weren't for my period, I would have had a smooth fast. No hunger, no reactions, nothing. Now, the second thing, which is amazing, it's holding my pee. So I used to hold my pee pretty well. Like if I have to pee and I'm like, oh, I gotta pee. I think about it and I'm like, I can stay within an hour and a half. I have to go to the bathroom. Right now, there's something strange happening. If I have to pee, I can hold it indefinitely. Without pain or without making an effort. It's like my body is starting to communicate with my, I don't know, urethra, something. I don't know what it is, but it feels like I have more control over my body and my systems. Like mentally, I can send a signal and that signal is respected. Before, it was like my body's doing its own thing. So those are 2 observations that I've noticed after the fast. So thank you guys for watching. I love you. I will see you in the next video. Please subscribe to my channel. Give this video a like. And I have the same channel in Spanish. Just type Terra Universales Español and you will see the same videos in Spanish if you have family or friends that speak Spanish. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.